So we are at TechFest Mumbai 2022 and we have invited a special guest. Let me introduce you to Mr. Mru Patel, founder and CEO of eWealthTech. He is also founder of MyTokenized Capital. Sir, welcome on 3.0 TV.
Thank you very much for having me.
So sir, as we are attending this blockchain summit, and you are also a opening speaker in this blockchain summit. My first question to you is: there are broad concerns in the cryptocurrency market post this FTX implosion. You are also having a $1.5 billion fund, which you have committed towards the Web3 ecosystem as well. How do you see this series of events that have panned out in 2022 and its impact going forward?
So first and foremost, let me tell you, we don't just say we are doing a Web3 or a Metaverse or a banking or a fintech or edutech or something. We come in it from what problem are we solving in the world in the simplest way. I'm one of the OGs when .com started. Most of the big guys you know of were either my bosses or I was working with them for them. So I'm coming in it to help solve various world's problems. Yes, Web3, we were there from when .com started at Sun Microsystems, Java, open source, I was there. So we don't look at Web3, okay? We look at how to make world's problems be solved in the simplest way. And yes, Web3 does help, okay? The FTX question, what do you want to know? I have my views. You can never blame one person why it fell down, because I'm sure it's got many hands involved in it in any major competitive market, and this being a crypto exchange market. So I'm sure there is some truth that lies in the middle. Like when you had the Coca-Cola Pepsi event and you see how each others knock each other out. So I'm sure there's an element of Binance and FTX going there that has caused some of it. And I'm sure some of the governments are also involved in some of this, the SECs and all these people. I'm sure someone somewhere knew things were happening and how it was licensed, managed, regulated, and all these things. So there's no one serious place you can say this is the reason with pure facts at this stage.
Sure. Since we are talking about a broader concern in the cryptocurrency market as well, Shantanu a while ago had also mentioned about the trust which we need to build in this ecosystem to take this thing forward. You are also a big fund house. Post FTX saga, are you seeing any opportunity in any of the projects which were the story was unfinished, or there is any other business you find it as an opportune time to enter?
So there are at least 50 projects that we are evaluating right now. I can't give names, but we're doing the first 16 in the next couple of weeks. And we're placing almost $65 million in there, and the next one will be $250 million in Q1 next year.
Can you mention which segment at least? I mean, the NFTs or...
Okay, so I don't look at it like the general public that this is an NFT, this DeFi. I look at the world's problems. So how do I help solve poverty? How do I help reduce energy? How do I help the farmers to get carbon credits, etc., that they are not getting by just farming? They don't know how to do it. Fantastic. How do we give money to those ladies who are milking cows, and then by the time they take it to Amul Dairy, for example, the milk is effed up, or they are using uneconomical, unenvironmentally friendly ways of doing. So we even helping them. We are doing things for water energies. We are doing for immersion technology of this, mobility. We are doing so many things. Yes, some of them, we've even tokenized carbon credits.
Fantastic.
With an NFT, and then you burn it, right?
Oh, wow, fantastic.
And the NFT dies. So we don't come in to say, oh, we're doing an NFT project or DeFi, TechFest, Metaverse. We see these are the problems, make it so simple, and then that's how we apply what technology is better as a vision to keep it sustainable.
All right. So since you mentioned that, that you operate out of Dubai, and there are a lot of activities that are happening in 2022. In March, we attended the Crypto Expo Dubai, wherein just few days before the event, there were a lot of regulations and regulatory authorities that were involved in making that area a hub for the crypto adoption as well. How do you see this Dubai as a crypto adoption space? Point number one. How is the pace in Dubai after the FTX? What are the kind of impacts that you are seeing in that segment?
Okay, so Dr. Marwan over there, who's head of the Dubai Blockchain Center, and he's also the main advisors in the regulations and things. I've been talking to him for the last 4 years plus. So giving them input from, my experience of what can be done, what should be done to keep it absolutely clean that Dubai does implement, okay? So post FTX people, and even today, Dubai banks don't generally let you open a bank account if you're a crypto type of business. Not easily anyway, and it's very, very few. So they are extremely cautious because they don't want to be labeled as a place that is doing all the usual stuff that people talk about cryptocurrencies. So the regulations are being put in such a way that the people's money, the end users' money will be safe, it'll be auditable, and they have to provide legitimate ways of showing the proof of the funds and the proof of stuff, right? So the way I see it is, and in our metaverse and in our blockchain that we are building, post the FTX thing that you asked, what we are doing is we actually building a proof of reserve into our blockchain. Fantastic. So nobody's doing that I know. Yes, proof of stake with this, that, and the other, but we are actually building that proof of reserve. You heard it here first.
So I mean, thank you so much, sir, for breaking this news for us. But my last question before we let you go, and before I let my colleague in to take over the metaverse segment, there are broader concerns. Maybe 2023 is a better way for the crypto companies to step in as far as the regulatory front is concerned. CBDCs have been introduced in India as we speak. And how do you see the scenario changing for the entire cryptocurrency market in 2023?
23. Yeah. Okay, so in 23, the way I look at it, there'll be a lot of rationalization. So hopefully most of the bad actors are got rid of, and rightfully so, okay? So I'm all for governance rather than governments. So if you look at the keyboards or the people, governance of how these guys even manage their own funds should be put in as part of the regulations, right? How do they do that? And how do they keep the money? How do they store it? Who is the custodian? Is there an insurance policy? Is there an auditing policy? Blah, blah, blah. Don't give people a free hand at doing stuff, all right? And then the way I see it going, metaverse, in my view, and I've always been talking of my real universe. So forget all these colorful donkeys and apes and gorillas, right? If there's no use case, people have to use it. So the examples I gave you earlier, that farmer has his NFT, but it's because of that he's getting carbon credits as an additional income. That lady who is doing the milk will get some form of an NFT. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to build that. And in the future, slowly, I was at the .com start. We did SimCity, if you remember SimCity. I was one of the visionaries there, right? So until you don't give people an incentive to use it, give them money and make their life easier. Don't talk technology with them. Who cares where the internet and all these cables links you see? All you want is the on-off switch. So until you make it like that, metaverse is not going to happen. It'll be good for the gaming guys and the tech geeks. That's fine. But if you can't reach the 1-2 billion people, can you see 2 billion people with Oculuses? I can't.
Exactly.
All right, ain't going to happen. So in a realistic way, when it's like this, and you can just say, oh, I need to pay my bill, and you've paid it. Oh, I need to earn some money. Oh, I just talk and say, send money from here to this account through all the secure ways with digital recognition, fingerprint, KYC, retina recognition, all in one super app. Until you don't make it nice and simple in one super app, people don't go from one to the other, put those long hashes from one wallet to the other, exchange, withdraw, send this, convert to fiat. They don't have time for that. So we are building that super app.
So we have done a story wherein a man has implanted his chip in his hand to make a lot of payments as well. So this is the future of metaverse. Thank you so much, sir, for talking to us and giving a time. It was a pleasure talking to you. And we hope that your fund recognizes a lot of projects in the crypto ecosystem. Thank you so much, sir.
They are. Thank you.